that time I was president of the Council of Rectors, and there was a big movement concerning how can we further develop legislation that was produced in 2007. We have two systems. We have the university system and the polytechnic system, and not a lot of the institutions were going at the same pace. So the first important task was to, in fact, to look at the system in a broad way, instead of looking at little details. And that can only be due with this type of study. And then it was to have a big event where the results would be presented also nationally. So we had the government, we had the various representatives of the society, and this is why we didn't do it with the Council of Rectors. We did it with the National Council of Education, because it was such a broad approach, and then obviously the dissemination impacted within its institution. EUA designed the project with us. I mean, the consultants designed the project with us, and then conducted a lot of the interviews and wrote a report. Another thing that was very interesting that we felt is useful for us is that we nominated a sort of a bridge person. So there was a Portuguese who was an academic, but accompanied the various site visits that the EUA group did all over the country. And the other important thing is that we did it also with the Portuguese Agency of Quality. The impact was interesting because the government that was at that time, Ministry of Education and Science, was not the one who had in fact produced the law that I spoke about, 2007, and the implementation of the law. So at 2011, there was a change in the policy of the ministry, and in fact the study was performed at a time where the politicians that were running the system were not that strong believers in the model. So from my point of view and from the experience with other colleagues, the fact that the study was done and publicized with that dimension, in a way, helped the institutions to continue to use the model. So in a way, the main effect was to I wouldn't say save, because it's too heavy a word, but it was to show that the new governance model was having results, was relevant for the quality of higher education in Portugal. I think we did have a very, very interesting final meeting, and the people felt that the way how the Portuguese higher education system was discussed and presented, even the written report was disseminated. So my expectations were met. It was very important to show how a policy which was designed to improve the quality of the system was in fact having good results. My feeling is that if you approach EUA with a problem and you're able to present the problem, you get very good feedback in different areas. So I think from that point of view, I may be biased, but my experience is very positive.